John Pizzuro joining us, Raven CEO. John, I've got premeditation up the tailpipe. I think you know what that means.
Yeah,
Because not
yeah.
only do we have him downloading a super secret photo vault app, he tried to outsmart everyone by paying for child porn via cryptocurrency. I wouldn't even, as if I have time to look at my husband's bank account, never. It wouldn't even think, it would dawn on me to try to find out if David is making secret purchases on a cryptocurrency account. That would not, okay, now that I've thought about it, I'm going to go look for cryptocurrency. But that said, this is premeditation out the yin yang.
Yeah, consciousness of guilt. He knew what he was doing to start with. I mean, he was taking every parameter. Look, anytime you go on the dark web, you're trying to hide your IP address. You're doing cryptocurrency, you're trying to hide your bank information. So everything, the Vault app, he's trying to hide what he actually has. So he's taking steps to make sure that he doesn't get caught. And generally speaking, I mean, look, I know he had said, like, unquote, it was because I had adult porn. There's free porn sites. So why that doesn't make sense, right? So, and most likely, if you are on tour and you're using cryptocurrency to purchase something, it's illegal.
Investigators are still working the case against Jonathan Elwing, and prosecutors say they could go for the death penalty under a Florida law, which allows the death penalty sentence for sexual battery of a child under the age of 12. In Florida, juries only need 8 of 12 jurors to agree on the death penalty, as opposed to unanimous juries in other parts of the country.
Jordan Litwiller joining us, investigative reporter and anchor, WWSB ABC 7. Jordan, have you ever been to the zoo?
I have, yes.
Okay. Have you been to the snake house?
I have. I'm not a big fan of snakes, but I have been there.
I hate them. But you notice that they're always behind glass, so some idiot doesn't try to like reach out and grab one. That's how I feel every time I look at this guy at the pulpit preaching. It's like the snake house. I am looking at it, but it also makes me sick looking at him. The sound we're playing, the video of him preaching, gives all Christians, all of us struggling Christians, a black eye. But what about his family? What are they enduring? Listen.
The former pastor's wife, Crystal, has been devastated by the charges. Manatee County Sheriff's Office Information Officer Randy Warren tells the Daily Mail, "I don't know how much she maybe suspected something was wrong, but everyone involved here has said how much she was surprised and devastated." Warren also says, "With everything we've collected in the search for additional images, we're going to have a final number of up to 25 charges. We've got production of child pornography, capital sexual battery, and lewd and lascivious molestation."
I mean, the reality is, Stacey Honowitz, very briefly, every time you transmit or send a child porn image, that's another felony. Every time you transmit it, every time you download it, much less create it, as this guy's accused of doing. So it could very well be more than 25 charges if they want to parse it that way.
Correct. Each one is its own count. If you have 15 pictures and you're possessing 15 pictures of child porn, it could be 15 counts. If you're transmitting it, transmitted 15 times, just like you said. Each one is its own individual count.
Anna Sonoda joining us, child sex abuse grooming expert and author of Duck, Duck, Groom. You can't let your guard down as a parent. You can't let your guard down if it's the pastor or the youth minister or the guy selling donuts at Krispy Kreme or the grocery store checkout guy that gives your children a set of crayons every time you come through. You can't let your guard down, and this guy proves it.
Well, Nancy, it's easy to get caught up in our fear and our worry about everybody because, let's be honest, sexual predators are everywhere. I recommend that we show up and that we look up and we're observing the individuals who are coming in contact with our kids.